What's going on, guys? I am with the Moose, and today I'm back in my Mariners franchise in MLB 15 to show. This is the last game you guys saw. We got Fernando Rodney losing the game, blowing the save in the bottom of the ninth. What are you going to do? No big deal, but I think since there's a lot of games I got to cover, I'm just going to go over if I won or lost them, and I did win a lot of them. So, next game up, Iwakuma on the mound. We won 2-0, had a great game with him. Next game after that, Taijuan Walker also pitched a great game, struck out a ton of guys. I think he struck out like 13 or 14 guys in this one, won that one 4-0. Next game up, James Paxton. You know, pitched an okay game, but we did lose 2-0. Not many runs on the board, obviously, for us. We didn't get anything. Next game, Dominic Leone coming in to get the victory later on in the game. We won 8-6. That's solid. Next game, Felix Hernandez pitching a solid game. Only 3 runs given up. That's what we need to see from Felix. Even though, honestly, I want to see even less, but we got the victory there. Next game, Iwakuma again pitched another great one. We won the one 7-2. Next game after that, Yoervis Medina coming in. He has a 1.79 ERA. He gets a win, and Brad Penny gets the loss in relief. 9-6 is the final score in that one. And then the final game of the Chicago White Sox series, we did lose 8-2. Paxton just did not have it. Gave up a ton of runs, and we just couldn't score enough to come back. Next game after that, we also gave up 8 runs. J.A. Happ finally kind of showing his true colors, not pitching very well in this one, as you know, pretty much would have been expected, and we got shut down by Sonny Gray. Only scored 3 runs, and if I remember correctly, a couple of those were in the 9th inning. Next game after that, Felix Hernandez, if I remember this one right, we'll actually look at the box score. He pitched a complete game shutout in this one, awesome. The second complete game shutout of the season for our team, first for Felix. Did walk 3 guys, only gave up 4 hits, overall a solid game. And really bringing that ERA down finally, you know, that 3.41, it's getting there, getting to where I want it to be. And then the game you guys are about to see, Hisashi Iwakuma on the mound. Obviously, he pitched a no-hitter very recently, and I think it's pretty cool. So somebody suggested that I pitch with him in the next video, so I think I'm going to do that in this one, and hopefully we can get a victory. Let's see where we are in the standings. Only 1.5 games back right now. We can make this ground up on the Angels, so let's get it with Iwakuma. Getting into the game now, and Hisashi Iwakuma on the mound, as you guys know, starts off the game with a nice sinker for a strikeout. Next batter up, this guy named Tom Ha, who I'm not even sure if is a real guy, but we strike him out with another sinker. And then the next batter, Billy Butler, who has been on fire. I think he had like a 5-game hitting streak coming into the game. He grounds out to short, so we start off the game very nicely. 1-2-3 first inning. That's how you want to start it off. Now Austin Jackson putting one into right field, right center field, should I say. And just couldn't get enough. No big deal. Almost at the warning track, but nothing coming out of that. And then Josh Harrison rolling one over to second base. So nothing going on the first 2 hitters. But let's see if Robinson Cano gets something going. No, he cannot. Grounds out to second, and the second baseman takes his time, throws it over the first baseman's head, and Cano is able to take 2 bases on this one. He gets the second, no problem. And I don't know what was up with that, but I will take it. And now Nelson Cruz, first at-bat that you guys have seen since he came back a couple games ago, and he puts one in the seats in right center field like Austin Jackson tried to do. So we're taking a 2-0 lead. Nelson Cruz, such a monster. I love that he's back now. I think he has like 2 or 3 home runs since he's come back, and really has put a jolt into that offense. Now, Kyle Seager doing what he does, getting a base hit right there, and then Mike Zunino, he does strike out to end the inning. So nothing much doing after the Nelson Cruz home run, but hey, we're up 2-0 early on with Iwakuma on the mound, who honestly has been one of our best pitchers, if not our best pitcher this entire season. So I'm really excited to have him on the hill, especially after he pitched that no-hitter in real life. Now look at this play. I try to cut it off with Ichiro, and I miss it. It probably would have only been a single if I was able to cut it off. I missed. Thankfully, holding the 2 bases and not a triple. That would have been terrible. But we got him out. And then Josh Harrison somehow able to make this toe topper grab, and we're able to get the second out of the inning, or the first out. I don't even know. Yeah, second out. I don't know what I'm doing right now. And then Robinson Cano getting the final out, ground out. So we're not, we don't give up any runs that inning. That is exactly what we want. Want to control this game as much as we can. Now hopping over to the bottom of the 4th inning, if I remember correctly. Kyle Seager leading off with a base hit as always. Then Mike Zunino, who has been turning it on lately. He's hitting like 225, which is very, very good for a guy that was hitting 180 earlier in the year. Now Logan Morrison puts one to center, not quite far enough, but it is able to get Seager over to third. So we got first and third with 1 out, and this is how you manufacture runs with Ichiro coming up next. This is what we got to do. Get another fly ball, this time to left center field. Center fielder able to bring it in, but hey, we're getting another run and really taking a solid lead in this game. That is exactly, how we want to manufacture runs. This time it's 3-0. Now Brad Miller puts one in right center field. That one's going to fall, and unfortunately it did hop into the stand, so that's a ground rule double. They're going to, almost think about a pitching change at this point. And then Austin Jackson, he's able to beat this one out at first, and we're trying to get a little greedy, go home with Brad Miller, who was on second. We get thrown out, so no big deal, but we got another run on that play. Now it's 4-0 for Iwakuma. But if there was one thing that he did poorly in this game, it was, you know, surrendering too many walks. Unfortunately, walked I think like 4 or 5 guys. That is not exactly, you know, what we need, but what we do need is those double plays, and I think we had like 3 of them in this one. So that's, you know, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. But we do walk another guy, and then we finally get Eric Sogard to strike out on a pretty bad splitter, to be honest, but I'll take the strikeout. Now Josh Harrison leading off the next inning with a nice base hit to left field. He's been killing it. I love Josh Harrison. Such a great trade for me. And then Robinson Cano, a base hit for him as well. He's been doing a little bit better lately. I really need to get his average up. It's only like 250, and we're finally getting it up a little bit. And now Nelson Cruz taking a walk on a fastball. Close pitch, but we got the walk. And then Kyle Seager, pretty much the only mistake of the game he made was grounding into this double play. I'll take the run, makes it 5-0, but double play is really, you know, not the best way to get runs in. And then Mike Zunino putting one deep into left center field, and somehow the left fielder just misses the ball. I'll take it. We get a double out of it. I don't even think they called it an error, to be honest, which is kind of stupid, but I will take it. We get a double and an RBI for Zunino on that one. And then Logan Morrison, next batter up, he gets a single to center field, and we're going to test it with 2 outs, and Mike Zunino, with the throw a little bit offline, he's able to score, and we're taking a 6-0, or 7-0 lead, I should say, and then Ichiro Suzuki grounding out to first base to end the inning. But hey, 7-0 lead in the 6th inning. This is pretty much wrapped up, no doubt, especially with Iwakuma on the mound. He's really not a pitcher that's going to give up too many home runs or anything, so he's going to be able to keep the ball on the ground with that sinker and splitter. Really deadly combination, and he was just dealing this game. Like I said, besides the few walks that he gave up, he really pitched a gem, and gets another sinker strikeout right there. 90 miles an hour on the sinker. Just a crazy pitch. Now Austin Jackson leading off. He gets a single through to center field. That is exactly what we want. And he's going to steal. Austin Jackson leading the league in steals, I think with 46 now with that steal. So really killing it. And then Josh Harrison, doesn't matter that Austin's in scoring position. Josh is also in scoring position because he hits a home run to right field, and that's going to make it 9-0. Josh Harrison, fantastic home run. And then in the next inning, Kyle Seager leading off, and he's going to put one into the seats, into center field. Oh my goodness, I was just teeing up at the end of this game. It's 10-0, and we're going to skip ahead to the 9th inning because it pretty much got boring after that. Carson Smith coming in for only his 1st or 2nd appearance of the season. I just brought him up because I realized in real life he's the closer for the Mariners, so I figured why not try to get him into the role and see if he can do it. Now, he's just going to be a setup man for now. Rodney will still close, but Carson Smith, if he keeps pitching well, he could see himself in the closer role, and we're able to close it out right there. 10-0 win. Iwakuma gets the win. Had a great game all around. Almost every hitter did extremely well, and Kyle Seager, another 3-hit game. He's killing it this entire season. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys later.